What do we have here? We got some KIZERS. Now these KIZERS are the first 5 I picked out of my KIZER collection. I don't like keep KIZERS in a certain place or anything, but like I have a little, a shelf of knives basically, and the first 5 KIZERS I saw, I grabbed these. And my supposition is that KIZER makes the drop-shuttiest of affordable, knives that are in that affordable territory. Not saying they're all budgets. Like this guy, I think is a budget. This guy, I think, was a budget recently. The Sheepdog's just a little bit over being a budget. Towser K is probably a little bit over being a budget. And this guy's, I think they're about 150 maybe now, or 60, 70, something like that. I don't know. But the titanium October, and it's not quite a guillotine or anything, but man, it is. It just takes the slightest impetus, the slightest downward bump. It's just so smooth, man. I love the October. I put the thumb stud in there, just shoved it in there and tightened it up, and it works great. It doesn't really help the reverse flick much, but it doesn't hurt the reverse flick, because if your finger kind of goes a little bit too far forward, you hit it, and you can kind of use it. Well, I'm like just fucking up terribly. Anyway, it doesn't help the reverse flick, but it really helps the thumb flick a lot, and you can slow roll it. Well, okay. I thought you could slow roll it. Okay, you can't slow roll it. I can't. Maybe you can. When I try, I think I'm pressing down the lock bar with my fingers on the other side. When I thumb open it, I got to kind of loosen my hand a little bit, or it jams up, because of that lock bar is just a real sensitive lock bar. If you press on a little bit, it locks it up. Like if I press on it with one finger and try to use this flipper tab, yep, wow, it just locks it up. Now if I loosen up my fingers on it, easy peasy. But be that as it may, the action is amazing. Now this Sheepdog is about the same action as the October, so it's not quite a guillotine, but man, with the tiniest bit of just moving your hand up and down just a hair, it drops in. Now the Towser K, that is a guillotine. It just drops. It's a great knife. I love the kind of finger guard angle that some of these knives have, especially the Sheepdog and the Towser K. They just feel, I don't know, I want to say they feel like a weapon. That's cheesy. I got my weapon. I mean, I use it to open boxes. I don't even like, gut animals when I go hunting or anything like that with these. They're not weapons, but it just feels, every dude wants a knife that's kind of feels like a weapon, even if he just uses it for cutting waffles. Doesn't matter. And if it has a big guard like this, like a big cold steel, what are they called? Cold steel Spartan or one of those guys, it feels a little more weapony. It just feels nice. What do we got here? We got the KIZER Pelican. I think it's called a Pelican. Does it say on there? Yeah, Pelican Mini. Oh, it's a mini Pelican. This is like nearly a full-size knife. I don't know what they're saying mini for. Yep, drop shutty, just like the Towser K, basically. I don't know if it's their bearings. I don't think it is. I think it's probably the geometry of, I don't actually know. I don't know what it is that makes them so drop shutty. Maybe they make their lock bars a little thinner, like this way, thinner, so they're a little more springy. That's a theory. I don't know. I have to kind of compare it to the same size knife that isn't very drop shutty from another maker and take them apart and maybe see, but just beautiful, man. Just great action. Here's a Z82. Terrific action. Very hydraulic, but still totally drop shutty. It's almost like you have to wait for it sometimes, and then it goes. Just really, really nice, and a great sound too. Between this one and the Towser, and not the Towser K. Towser K sounds fine too, but the October, just some great sound, if you like that kind of thing. Great knives, man. Towser K, KIZER October. We got the mini Pelican, which really isn't very mini at all. It's full size. This Z82 has this little added thumb stud there, so it can be reverse flick and stuff. But that's not very hard to do, man. Plus, you want that put on, send it to me. I'll put it on for you for like real cheap. So don't let that dissuade you from buying a Z82 if the flipper only is like a thing that bugs you, This is one of my first KIZERs. I think it might have been my first KIZER. and still one of my favorites. Just a great knife. Obviously, this Sheepdog doesn't have the original blade, and you know, lots of other things changed on it too. But yeah, it's not easy to front flip, but it's front flippable. So it's, you know, one of the few. Maybe the only one. Maybe the only Kizer Sheepdog that's front flippable. Who knows? Anyway, I just wanted to talk about how drop shutty Kizers are.
See boys known to let the beat drop.
I think they have the best action in that mid to budget range of knives. I think they're just I think they do a great job. Their designers are all pretty top notch. Little bonus footage. I got another Kizer here that is just drop shutty as all hell. This might be the drop shuttiest Kizer. This thing is a guillotine, the Kizer Critical full-size titanium. They have Critical minis, but I don't know if they have them in titanium. This one I anodized up kind of pretty and put like a scratch pattern on it on the surface. Let's see. You can kind of see it there. Put a thumb hole in the blade, which I didn't complete. I might complete it. I don't know. I was trying to do it interestingly to kind of do, you know, to do something different. I cut it halfway in from both sides. Anyway, it's a great knife. Super drop shutty. So that's another one. Good job, Kizer. I'm here in front of this giant log, so I thought I'd do the Vu Fam thing, and oh, that was terrible. Let's try it again. Nope, it's still not great. There we go. Have a nice day.